guys. I just got off of raving about this author's work, and then now we're gonna talk about Katabasis. Um, I'm gonna say I'm just gonna talk us through this book, and then we'll rate it because I have no idea how I want to rate this yet. So, Katabasis is about Alice and Peter. Their advisor is down in the depths of hell. They need to get him out so they can pass their class. I wish I was kidding. I wish there was more to the story than that. There's not. It's okay. Something before we start, I'm going to talk about this book in a couple different avenues. First of all, I'm going to talk about it as a concept, and as a message. And then I'm going to talk about it as a book itself. So the messaging of this book is basically, it's about the corruption of the higher education system, which Ara Kwan she has a couple different doctorates, masters, she's a very highly educated woman. She's now pursuing a PhD in East Asian language and literature at Yale. Okay. So, yeah, she's very highly educated. So, she is probably... She and, many of us that have gone through something a little bit higher than a BA program is going to respect the messaging of this book. And the message is a lot more than the book itself. You can definitely feel I don't know what advisor, R.F. Kuo was mad at when she wrote this book, but that's what it feels like. It's she was going through one of her programs, and she just had an advisor that she did not get along with, and she wrote a book. I'm just poor guy. Or woman. Because that's what this really feels like. It's not really a book about anything past the message. Now I'm going to talk about it as a book. As a book, it's very, very weak, in my opinion. Stupid spam calls. If anybody else gets 20 spam calls a day, we can be friends. I record off my phone and the spam calls come and I'm not very happy. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so characters, Alice and Peter. Alice is a nightmare. Peter is kind of an angel. But it's sort of a story about them, but not really. It's more of the setting, not the characters, and the message. So I think R.F. Kuang, and I talk about this a lot in my review of the second era first book of Mistborn. This is what I would consider R.F. Kuang wanted to play in this 9 layers of hell. I can't remember right now. And I think she just wanted to play there, and that's why she said it there. Okay, cool. I can get down with that. I can get down with a Dante's Inferno, retelling. And that's what I felt like this is. It's a very heavy message about higher education and the corruption and put in the Dante's Inferno world. Okay, cool. The characters that you have to follow, if Alice said she went to Cambridge one more time, I was going to jump in the book and just smack her, because I just did not appreciate that she had to repeat herself so many times. I get it, girl. You went to Cambridge. Cool. Moving on. Like, and I felt like a lot of this story was like her obsession with higher education, which is the point of the book with the messaging. But in execution, kind of just like drove me crazy as a reader because I'm like, okay, I got it. You went to yeah, okay, moving on. And I think Peter is just like a little puppy that followed Alice because he actually likes Alice and all this. I have seen reviews of people like treating this like a romantasy. I would not read it that way. Because you're gonna be very disappointed. Like I just it's a very like if it is a love story and it's not an obsession story, which is what I kind of took it as. Like I kind of took as like Peter just admires this girl, will do anything for her. Oh, you want me to go down to the 9 layers of hell? Okay, I'll do that for you. You want me to do this? Okay, I'll do that for you. Like, and it's not like he wants to sleep with her. I think he just like admires her and wants her to be his girlfriend. I'm like, okay, dude, you have some issues you need to go work out someplace else. Like, this seems like too extreme for like somebody that doesn't even seem like they like you. Um, and there is so much trigger warnings with stuff that Alice says. Like, if you are triggered by just like body dysmorphia or offing oneself or stuff like that, I would skim over, I guess, what she says. I wouldn't say like it's a big, huge ordeal. But she does say some horrendous things. She is definitely not a girl's girl, okay? She's like, I'm the best woman ever. Everybody is under me. And I'm just like, girl, you're not that great. And sorry about my ice machine. I'm like, you're a student in Cambridge. Like what do you want me to like, you know, what do you want? I just, she turned me off, like, really quickly. And I'm like, I've met people like Alice, and I've met people like Peter, and it's just like, you just don't understand, I guess. I don't understand why, she's all high and mighty, and I don't understand why Peter follows her. Like, it's like one of those stories, it's like the characters do not mash up together really well. Like, if you had two, and they talked about, I cannot think, Greek mythology people, hopefully you can help me. Like, they mentioned the story of the guy that goes down to hell. The woman follows him. I like to say Orpheus, but I don't think that's right. And as long as he doesn't look back, he can take his lover out of hell. Like, they mentioned that story in here. And to me, like, that is like an over romantic story for what you're comparing this all to. Like, we're walking through hell with Alice and Peter. I'm not like too. I mean, Peter, you can just leave her down there. You'll probably find somebody better. Like, and that's, I think, really legitly, like, I'm trying not to spoil anything because I try to be as spoiler free on this channel as possible. Because I don't usually do a spoiler section. I just like to talk about the books and why I like them and why I dislike them. But yeah, Peter, you can find somebody better. That probably wouldn't put you through all this stress. Yeah, and it's just, and I didn't get like a lot of the atmosphere of this. So how I read this was with my eyeballs. But this is like a book like between calls, like, I'll pick up a book if I don't have anything else to do. Which doesn't normally happen, but magically, last couple days, knock on wood, like, I was able to do stuff between calls. And I got through a lot of this. It's unfair because I just finished the Burning God, which is right here, and I loved it. It's 5 stars. This is like a 2. This is like a 2.5, maybe 3 stars on a good day. Like, I didn't totally hate it. Like, I've seen reviews of people, like, totally hating on this book, and I'm like, okay, I get it. But I didn't totally hate it, even though, like, 2.5 is pretty low, but I'm gonna give it a 3. Like, there's things I really liked about this book. Like, the messaging, perfect. She did the messaging, chef's kiss. The characters, no-go. The setting was okay, and her writing was spectacular. Like, she's a very good writer. She knows what she's doing. But it's just very heavy-handed on the messaging. And I think that's what really brought this book down, was I think she was so worried about the messaging that she forgot about what makes a book. And, will I still read more from R.F. Yeah. Like, I still have Yellowface that I need to read. Then I think I have I've read everything she's written, which is fantastic. Go me. Unless she has hidden stuff, but I don't think so. But yeah, I was strangely disappointed. Because, like, I was comparing this experience to Poppy War. They're way two different books. Like, don't get me wrong, they're way two different books, but, like, it just missed the mark on the characters. If she wrote stronger characters that were a little bit more likable, like, I don't need super likable characters, okay? Like, I got through Atlas 6, and the Gifted ones, somehow. But, yeah, I just did not at all. Alright, if you want to like and subscribe, I am here on Sundays for books, Thursdays for other media. You can come on down. Everybody is welcome. I usually am more positive. I've just read some really disappointing books recently. But I will see you in the next video. Like and subscribe, and you guys have a lovely one. Bye.